Are you wanting a crazy looking succulent that's easy to care for and gets gigantic? This is the one for you. Let's talk about Pachypodium. What's up, fellow plant enthusiasts? My name is Dylan and this is Bane's Botanicals. Today we're going to be talking about Pachypodium. This specific plant is Pachypodium lammurii. Anyway, I put it up. Species names are always a nightmare to pronounce, but Pachypodium, also known as the Madagascar Palm, even though it's not a palm, native to Africa, obviously. And when you look at it, you kind of think euphorbia, but it's not a euphorbia, but it does have leaves and spines similar to euphorbia. But yeah, this guy is pretty easy to care for. You kind of just have to treat it like a cactus with maybe just a little bit more watering. Like on the watering scale, cactus is the driest, succulent is the next step up. This would be someplace in between those two steps because you definitely, we'll get there. That's plant care. Sorry. Let's do this. Here is the taxonomy information for Pachypodium. All right. So we are in the family. I want to say it's Apocynaceae. I don't have my sheet in front of me. Don't quote me on that. Pretty sure it's We're going to look it up right now because I think I have it pulled up. It is Apocynaceae. Yes, I was right. Awesome. Family Apocynaceae. Where were we going with that? Whatever. Anyway, really cool plant. Almost like a pineapple. Don't you kind of get like weird pineapple vibes from this thing? Anyway, definitely not a pineapple, but watch yourself on this because they'll get you. But there are a couple of different variations on this that are just different colors. I just kind of wanted the green one just because I think the green pops out at me more. And these leaves actually have a really obvious yellow vein running right down the middle, which just, I don't know, just a really neat looking plant. And when I said they get gigantic, I'm not kidding. Like they're slow growers, but they get big. Like if you've been to a pretty big plant nursery, these are not uncommon to find really tall, like tree tall, like a ficus or something, like a really big ficus, only it's this. So in that sense, it's pretty cool. It would make a great corner plant if you had like a sunny window once it gets really big. So if you don't want a really big plant, you know, maybe you just hold on to this until it gets too big and then sell it, because I bet you could sell it for a lot. Anyway, as far as care goes, bright indirect light. These definitely need bright light. They're not low light plants. It's a succulent. Comes from Madagascar, so a lot of sun going on down there. And as far as water goes, this is a succulent type plant. It's sort of it's not a hybrid, but it's kind of a theoretical hybrid between like a cactus and a succulent because it has the thorns, but it also has like leaves and things. So like I said, on the watering scale, somewhere between how much you water a cactus and how much you water a succulent, if that makes any sense. So less than a succulent, more than a cactus. And I say that because it does have a lot of water retaining abilities, obviously in the stem, which is what the big part is called. But these leaves will turn yellow and they will kind of turn brown and curl back if it's not getting enough water. So just something to keep in mind. You definitely want it to dry out, but just don't let it stay dry for like a week or 2 weeks or something crazy, because you don't want to lose these leaves because I don't know, I think they make it look cool. As it gets bigger, it may lose some of the bottom leaves just naturally, because that's what most plants do. If they get tall, they lose the bottom leaves. Think about trees. Think about ficus plants that you see in the stores that have gotten really big. Most of the time, they don't have all of their bottom leaves. It's just kind of how it is. Well, because they don't need those leaves. Leaves are for photosynthesis, and if those bottom leaves can't get light, there's no need to have them. The plant knows that somehow. But anyway, what are we on next? Soil. Soil, just a fast draining cacti succulent soil, something with extra perlite or sand for that drainage. These will rot if they're kept in moist soil like a regular plant would be, so be careful about that. Fertilizing, I just fertilize bi-weekly during the growing season, and then the growing season, and I don't fertilize at all in the dormant season from like late fall, winter, early spring. And when I do fertilize, don't overdo it. Like with succulents, they tend to, since they retain water, I feel like that they are easier to over fertilize. So just kind of err on the side of, being careful. Also because they don't grow super fast, they don't need constant nutrients like a philodendron, like heteroecium, like a heartleaf philodendron. That thing's putting out leaves left and right. So it needs a lot of fertilizer, but these don't. Did I do everything? Oh, humidity. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it's fine if it has humidity because, I mean, the leaves obviously will appreciate that, but it doesn't need humidity. It's a succulent, so you should be good there. Should be good there. Whew, I'm all over the place. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I have about Pachypodium. Really neat, interesting plants, pretty readily available, so you shouldn't have too hard of a time finding them in a variety of sizes. I've seen some that are about this tall. I actually had one that was about that tall. I'm like, this is going to take too long to grow. So I got the next size up, basically. Let me know what your experience is with Pachypodium, if you guys have any that you've had for a long time, or if you have any that have just gotten really tall. Love to hear about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing and liking the videos, and for commenting and sharing this experience with me. I appreciate that so much. So until the next video, I will see you guys soon, and thank you.